cheerleaders to the field, along with their special guest performers. Earlier today, UAM Cheer hosted a youth clinic with participants ranging from pre-K to 6th grade. During the clinic, these future cheerleaders learned chants, a dance routine, and received instruction on motion technique, jumps, and basic stunts. Let's give a big bull weevil welcome to our future UAM cheerleaders as they share what they have learned today. On behalf of UAM Cheer, we would like to thank our participants and parents for allowing us the opportunity to give back to the kids of the community each year. We look forward to seeing you again at our spring clinic. Let's give another round of applause for our UAM cheerleaders and our future UAM cheerleaders.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Gentlemen, we present to you the pride of Southeast Arkansas, your 2025 Weevil Marching Band. Led by Drum Major Hunter Cunningham from El Dorado, Arkansas. Fans, on behalf of the University of Arkansas at Monticello, the Weevil Marching Band, we welcome all fans to this special welcome to the faculty, administration, students, alumni, and friends. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, conducted by Director of Bands, Dr. Eric Richards. And now please stay standing for our university's alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Weevil Marching Band. Fans, remember that UAM is a smoke-free and alcohol-free campus. Use of these products is strictly prohibited anywhere on campus grounds, including here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Stadium. In accordance with the NCAA rules, artificial noisemakers and air horns are not permitted. We'd also like to remind you that the playing surface and the sidelines are strictly reserved for game participants and event staff only. Any use of profanity is not tolerated. Any violators of these rules may be removed from the facility.
Good afternoon and welcome to Convoy Leslie Cotton Stadium. Ball game between the Weevils and the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist University. As we look at the standings in the Great American Conference, Harding comes in a perfect 6-0, Henderson State 5-1, Southern Arkansas 5-1, Arkansas Tech 4-2, East Central 4-2, Ouachita Baptist, our opponent today, 3-3. The Bo Weevils are 2-4. Oklahoma Baptist at 2-4. Southeastern Oklahoma at 2-4, and Southwestern Oklahoma at 2-4. Southern Nazarenes 1-5, and Northwestern Oklahoma is winless this season at 0-6. So a big ball game here today in the Great American Conference as the Weevils get set to take on the Tigers. And you go back and look at the series between these two teams, it goes all the way back almost 85 years between these two teams, and the series stands at 37 wins for the Bo Weevils and 50 losses, with 9 of the last 10 matchups between the two resulting in a loss for UAM. The Bo Weevils are 22, 21, and 1 at home against Ouachita Baptist. The last win UAM had came back in 2016 against the Tigers, a 34-26 victory. The largest margin of victory for the Weevils came back all the way back in 1929. A 41-0 win over the Tigers. The Weevils averaged 16.2 points per game against Ouachita. We hope to continue that today and hopefully get the win here this afternoon. As both teams have entered the field and we're just about set for the kickoff, the captains are heading out toward the center of the field for the coin toss. Again, we welcome you to our broadcast here this afternoon. It was moved up from a 2 o'clock kickoff to a 12:30 kickoff due to the impending weather that's supposed to move into southeast Arkansas later on this afternoon. I understand that the Razorback game has been pushed back 2 hours. You can listen to that ball game on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9. They had an 11:30 pregame show scheduled. It's now 1:30 on the pregame show, and that'll be a 4:15 kickoff this afternoon for the Razorbacks on our sister station, KGPQ. We'll take a break. We'll come back, tell you who won the toss and more when we return on the pregame show in just a moment.
Fans, we need your help deciding what song we will play at the end of halftime. Today's songs to choose from are I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston, All-Star by Smash Mouth, and Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. Go to Weevils Football Instagram story.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of life.
Stadium, the Weevils won the opening toss, have deferred to the second half, so UAM will kick it off. They'll be moving from south to north here in this first quarter. There is a southwest wind blowing about 15 miles an hour, so the Weevils will have the wind at their back in the first quarter as Ouachita gets set to receive the football. Back deep for them will be Carter McElhaney. Handling the kickoff duties for the Weevils this afternoon is Dylan 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗍𝗓. 𝗗𝗜𝗏 gets the official signal from the referees, and now the wind blows the ball over. So we'll reset the football, and 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗓𝗏 will get set to kick it off once again. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Again, an early start. It was scheduled for a 2 o'clock kickoff. Moved it up to 12:30 due to the weather that's supposed to be moving into southeast Arkansas later this afternoon. This ball game is underway. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗓𝗏 will send this one to the back of the end zone for the automatic touchback. And Ouachita will start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Ouachita coming off a victory over Southern Nazarene last week there in Bethany, Oklahoma, as they were on the road. Weevils, of course, coming off that disappointing loss to Oklahoma Baptist. Had a chance to win it there at the end. Ball went off the intended receiver, deflected in the air, intercepted to end the ball game. Out of the shotgun, Ouachita will start. Play action in the backfield, going to be sacked all the way back inside the 15, back at the 14-yard line. They'll mark it forward, progress out at the 17-yard line. But coming through for the Weevils to get the tackle for the loss, it's going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗏 the junior from San Jose, California. That's going to be a loss of 7 on the play, a loss of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 18 now for the Tigers. UAM in a 3-man front with 4 linebackers. They'll hand it off this time to the running back up the middle. That's going to be Chris Henley Jr. He's going to get it out close to the 20-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and long here for Ouachita on their opening drive of the ball game. The running back lines up on the right side of Nate 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 incomplete out at the 40-yard line, and Ouachita is going to have to punt it away. Pass intended out there for Carter McElhaney. do it in a crowd. There's about 3 defenders around. That ball just fell. McElhaney could have made the catch, but didn't. So Ouachita will go 3 and out on their first possession. UAM should get good field position. Following the punt, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 will go back deep for UAM. He'll stand at his own 45 to await the punt. Good snap, no pressure. Weevils try to set up a return. A low line drive kick, going to hit at the 50, bounce inside UAM territory, inside the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line, and that's where the Weevils will have their first possession, 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 13:43 to go here in the opening quarter. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 and company will come out. 𝗗𝗗𝗔𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 will get the start at running back. Let's check that. I think it's going to be number 8. It's going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. We'll get the start at running back. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥, your quarterback. Twin receivers to either side, ball on the left hash mark. Again, UAM moving from right to left on your radio dial, from south to north here at Convoy Leslie. Falk wanting to throw on first down. Throws, is batted in the air, comes right back to Falk, and Falk, the quarterback, makes the completion on his own pass, and will run it forward for a couple of, maybe get it back to the line of scrimmage where he slid down at the 37-yard line. Well, you don't see that too often. The quarterback makes the throw and goes up in the air, and he makes the catch. But he's 1 for 1 on the passing game here this afternoon so far. 2nd down and 10 now after no gain. Trip receivers come wide left now for Falk. Ouachita will open in a 4-man front defensively. Falk adjusts the play. Falk going to hand it to his running back over the right side. He breaks a tackle out over the 40, the 45, going to be hit and bumped out of bounds up near the 44-yard line. As 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 gains 6 yards on the play. They get 7 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3 now for UAM here on their opening possession of the first half. 12:36 to go, scoreless game. Falk again will go with twin receivers wide left. Now put Collins in motion. Falk hands it off to Sultan. Sultan right side. He's very close to the first down marker. He's got it out at the 48-yard line. Nice run, nice blocking up front for the Weevils. That offensive line making a nice push. That'll be a first down for the Boll Weevils. Out at their own 48-yard line. Strand Smith in at the tight end. He'll line up on the right side, ball on the right hash mark. So into the boundary. Falk gets the snap, hands off again to Sultan. Sultan, this him hit behind the line of scrimmage, going to be dropped for a yard loss. Wow, coming through for Ouachita was Joey Ortega, 6'3", 240, a junior out of Spring, Texas. Making the stop on Sultan. 2nd down and 11 now for the Boll Weevils. Ball spotted at their own 47-yard line. Falk gets the snap, wanting to throw. Straight drop, looks, throws over the middle. It's going to be complete out there to Collins at midfield. He's inside the 45, still on his feet, struggling for extra yardage. He'll be run out of bounds inside the 45, down close to the 40-yard line. And they'll move the chains. It'll be another first down at the 41-yard line of OBU. Weevils bring in an extra wide receiver this time. Michael Lott will come out wide with TJ Foster. Twin receivers go wide right on 1st and 10. Falk wanting to throw again. Wide receivers, quick screen in, coming complete inside the 40, down at the 39-yard line. That'll be a 2-yard gain. Amari Cox on the reception for the Boll Weevils. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Now UAM will bring in the tight end back. Also checking in at running back this time is going to be 𝗗𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So you have Broadway and Falk in the backfield. 2nd down and 8. From the 39 of Ouachita, handed off to Broadway. Broadway crosses the 40. He'll get down a couple of yards, make it a yard, down to the 38-yard line only, and to bring up a 3rd down and 7 now for UAM. 3rd and 7. Ball on the right hash mark. 9:52 left to go. Opening drive. Ouachita Baptist went 3 and out on their first possession. Weevils have picked up a couple of first downs. They're looking at it. 3rd down and 7 from the Tiger 37-yard line. Falk, a straight drop back. They rush 5. He throws into the sideline. It's going to be behind the intended receiver. He got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in. TJ Fields was the intended receiver. He did get a hand on it, but couldn't pull it in. So the Weevils will look at 4th down and 7 from the 39-yard line of Ouachita Baptist, and they'll send down the punting unit, trying to pin them back deep. The punter is Tanner Steenbach. He's been pinning teams back inside their own 15 several times this season. Good snap, no pressure, a high end-over-end kick. This one going to hit at the 1. Weevils trying to keep it out of the end zone. They would call the automatic touchback. Hit at the 1. The Weevils were in the end zone when they touched it, but there'll be an automatic touchback, and Ouachita will start their second possession at their own 20-yard line. Now with 9:20 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. In this early afternoon ball game here in Monticello. And if you look outside, there's a few clouds in the sky, but they moved the game up because of the impending weather that's supposed to move into southeast Arkansas later on this afternoon. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. The quarterback, Henbar, leaves it up the middle with his running back. That's going to be Chris Henley. Henley gets out over the 20, out to the 25, make it all the way out to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Second down and 3 for the Tigers. Again, with Tim Bark in the backfield, has out of the shotgun, twin running backs on either side. He'll hand it off to the right. That's going to be Jalen Bradley. Bradley carries it out close to the 27, gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring 3rd down and 3. No gain on the play. Weevils did a good job containing that one on the outside. So 3rd down and 3 now for Ouachita. Again, out of the shotgun, put the flanker in motion to the short side of the field. 3 receivers this side, wanting to throw, looking, tucks it. Now he's going to take off himself. Got the 1st down and more, out over the 30, 35. Going to be out all the way to the 40-yard line. And finally brought down out near the 44-yard line for Ouachita. That'll be their first down of the afternoon. They'll mark it at the 43. 1st and 10, Tigers.
Ball will be placed on the 43-yard line. Be 1st and 10 OU.
1st and 10, Ouachita. UAM will shift defensive players in and out. Nichols is the quarterback. Number 7. Okay. Gets the snap, keeps it himself. Nichols straight ahead across midfield, down the left sideline at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Ouachita. A 57-yard run by the quarterback, Trey Nichols. Wow. 7:29 to go in the opening quarter. Ouachita strikes first. They lead at 6-0. On to attempt the extra point. It's going to be their kicker. Number 11, Jalen McKinney. Right-footed kicker. Snaps down. The kick's on its way, and it is good. No flags come in. 7-0 our score. Ouachita leads it with 7:29 left to play here in the opening quarter. Ouachita gets on the board first. 57-yard run by their quarterback, Trey Nichols. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM football in just a moment.
So get your gear and show off your UAM.
Ryburn Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
In Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
Convoy Leslie, 7:29 left to go in the first quarter. Ouachita strikes first, a 57-yard run by their quarterback, Trey Nichols. On their second possession of the afternoon as they get set to kick off into the wind. Chasden Collins will go back deep for the Weevils. He'll stand at his own 3-yard line to await the kickoff. Dax Jaggers does the kickoff duties. Puts this one a short kick, a sky kick. UAM calls for the fair catch up at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Weevils will have it. Making the catch there is Caden Glenn, the freshman out of Hotsey, Arkansas, making the fair catch call. And the Weevils will have it for the second time this afternoon, but they find themselves down 7-0 here in the first quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Tavion Falk and company will come onto the field. Isaiah Broadway is going to be the running back. Trip receivers will go wide right here on this first down attempt for UAM from their own 34. Again, Ouachita stays in a 4-man front. Going to hand it off to Broadway. Broadway hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Coming through for Ouachita to make the stop there is going to be Bruin Barnes. Barnes, a linebacker, 6'2", 220, out of Hamburg, Arkansas, right down the road. Here from Monticello. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 now for the Bull Weevils. Broadway will shift to the right side of Falk. Put a wide receiver in motion, try the screen. They got it complete out over the 35, 40, out near the first down marker at the 44-yard line. Make it at the 44. Making the catch out there for UAM, TJ Fields on the reception. Going to be a yard shy of the first down, so a gain of 10. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1, or 3rd down and 1 for UAM at their own 38-yard line. Make it the 43-yard line. I get it right. 6:37 left to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0 our score. Ouachita leads it. Ouachita puts 7 on the box. In the box, they're going to hand it off Broadway. Broadway hit behind the line, breaks a tackle. He's across midfield into Ouachita territory, and he'll be down, have the first down at the 47-yard line of the Tigers. Good second effort there by Isaiah Broadway as he was hit. The hole was stuffed where he went to, right up behind the left guard. Bounced it to the right. That'll move the chains and be a first down for UAM. On 1st and 10, twin receivers go to either side. Falk wanting to throw. Forced out of the pocket, he'll keep it himself. Inside the 45, the 40, the 35, all the way down to the 31-yard line of OBU. They mark his knee down at the 32-yard line. We'll move the chains again. It'll be another first down for the Bull Weevil. UAM going no huddle quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers go to either side. Falk on first down with Broadway beside him in the backfield. Gets the snap, wanting to throw. Looking, throws deep down the left sideline. Going to be incomplete, overthrown. Pass was intended down there. For number 8, looks like. Yep, that is Jalen Sultan, who lined up as a wide receiver. Make it 6, I'm sorry. Amari Cox was the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10. Now for UAM from the 32-yard line of Ouachita. Option right side. Falk pitches it back to Broadway. Broadway dives inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3, and the Weevils will look at 3rd down and 7 from the 29-yard line of OBU. 7-0 our score. Ouachita leads it. We've got 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. The big tight end, Joshua Dixon, will come out of the game. We'll put another wide receiver as TJ Fields checks back in at receiver. Weevils go with twins on either side. 3rd down and 7. Weevils in 4-down territory. Falk wanting to throw, has time, looking down the field, throws it behind his intended receiver. Oh my goodness, he was open. Down at the 14-yard line, the 19-yard line make it. That was TJ Fields who was intended. The Weevils are going to send the field goal unit on. It's 7-3, Ouachita leads it. Coming on to attempt the field goal unit, it's going to be Charles Stinson, the freshman from Denton, Texas. This will be a 47-yard attempt. They get a 46-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Snap is down. The kick's on its way. It's long enough, and it is waiting for the official. No good. Wide to the right. So the Weevils miss a 47-yard field goal attempt and will turn it over on downs with 4:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Tigers leading 7-0 here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. An early kickoff, again, due to the weather. It's supposed to be moving in later on this afternoon. We were scheduled for a 2 o'clock kickoff. Moves it up to 12:30. And those of you keeping up with the Razorbacks, they were pushed back 2 hours because of lightning delays. So their kickoff won't be until about 4:15 this afternoon. They're in Fayetteville. But you can listen to that broadcast, that ball game, on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9. All right, the Tigers went 3 and out on their first possession. Then they got a 57-yard run from their quarterback to put them on the board. And they lead at 7-0 here with 4:30 remaining in the first quarter. Warm afternoon here in southeast Arkansas. Also, southeastern Oklahoma versus Northwest Oklahoma delayed until 4 this afternoon because of the weather. That's from Dan Gregory, from the commissioner, I guess, but Dan Gregory sent it out. He's the voice of Southern Arkansas. On 1st and 10 for the Tigers, they'll hand it off over the left side, be out over the 30, out close to the 32-yard line. See where they end up marking it. It's going to be a gain of 4 on the play for Ouachita. It'll be 2nd down and 6. They'll mark it at the 33-yard line of OBU. Again, the quarterback, Trey Nichols, 6'1", 180-pound freshman out of Arlington, Texas. Working out of the shotgun, sends a flanker in motion. Going to leave it with his tailback. He's hit behind the line and going to get a yard, and that's all. Out close to the 34-yard line. Weevils had good penetration up front. Big Keith Wells Jr. leading the way for the Bo Weevils. Also on the stop was Rakeem Moore. So a 3rd down and 5 now for the Tigers from their own 34-yard line. Back to the line of scrimmage. They got 1 to throw. Flags come in on the snap. They throw. It's complete over the middle out at the 43-yard line. That would be good for the 1st down. Well, let's see what the flag is about. As the flag was thrown at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the offense. It is. False start on the offense, so we'll back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down. Remain 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and 10 now for the Tigers. We're down to 3:22 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Ouachita with the lead. Weevil defense trying to rise. 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Empty backfield now. They started shifting the running back, Lyric Treadwell. Now they change the play. Weevil show 6 in the box. Wanting to throw, Nichols looking, wanting to go deep over the middle, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Down at the UAM 45-yard line. Pass intended down there for Carter McElhaney. And the Weevil defense rises to the occasion. Will force the Tigers to punt it away for the second time this afternoon. But the Weevils need to put some points on the board. They trail 7-0 with 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. The punter is Nick Parker. Chasden Collins will go back deep for UAM. Again, no pressure. Weevils try to set up a return, a high end-over-end kick. Collins calling for the fair catch out at the 31-yard line, and that's where he'll make it. And the Weevils will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 2:50 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Weevil offense needs to get some points on the board. Tavion Falk and company. We'll see who will be the running back this series. Running back for UAM is going to be Travell Anderson, the junior out of Gosnell, Arkansas. He'll line up on the left side of Falk. Twin receivers come wide left. Smith in at the tight end. Play action. Falk rolling to his left, looking down the field, has a man, is complete out over the 45. He'll be bumped out of bounds up at the 48-yard line. The crowd wanted a late hit out of bounds. As making the catch there for UAM is going to be Josh Scott, the freshman from Katy, Texas. And that'll move the chains. It'll be a big first down for UAM out at the 48-yard line, their own 48, with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Scott this time will split wide to the right with Amari Cox. Smith stays in at the tight end. He'll shift to the wide side of the field on the right. Ball on the left hash mark. Here we go. Falk gets the snap. Blitz coming from the outside. Falk keeps it himself on a quarterback keeper. He's over the 50 inside Tiger territory down to the 47-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play for Tavion, and Weevils looking at 2nd down and 5. Again, Scott and Cox split wide to the right. Coming wide left is A.K. Hazley. Smith lines up the tight end on the wide side. Put Scott in motion, bring him around behind Falk. Falk wanting to throw, looking, has all day. Now throws it into the flat, complete out here to Scott. He's going to gain a yard down to the 46-yard line. Nice open field tackle there by the Ouachita Tiger defensive cornerback Cahill Smith. And the Weevils looking at 3rd down and a long 4 from the 46-yard line of Ouachita. Trailing 7-0 here with 1:07 to go in the first quarter. Anderson stays in at the running back. Trip receivers this time wide right. Falk, a straight drop back pressure coming. He's in trouble and going to be sacked back at the Weevil 49-yard line. Getting there first and getting credit for the tackle is going to be Cortavion McMillan, a junior out of Hallsville, Texas. And the Weevils are going to be forced to punt it away from their own 49-yard line. Trailing 7-0, Weevils will punt it away. Steenbach on to punt it. Gets a good snap, no pressure, gets the kickoff, and a short kick. Fair catch going to be called for at the 19-yard line. They'll make it at the 20-yard line for OBU, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10. With 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, 7-0, Ouachita leads it. So the Tiger offense will come back out onto the field after forcing the Weevils to punt it. Leading 7-0, 13 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Your quarterback is Trey Nichols, a freshman from Arlington, Texas. He'll line up in the shotgun formation. with a wide receiver in motion. He's going to hand it off to his tailback right up the middle. He's going to be out over the 20, out close to the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of almost 5 on the play, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, I believe. They stopped the clock at 7 seconds. Now they start it back, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. It is 7-0. Ouachita has a lead over the Bo Weevils here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium on this Saturday afternoon in Monticello, Arkansas. I'm Jimmy Sledge. Stay tuned. We got the second 15 minutes of action coming your way right here on KHPM 93.7 right after this timeout.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Ryburn Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
At UAM Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
Freshman out of Arlington, Texas. His running back is Chris Henley. 5'11", 215 pounds. Boy, he's a load back there. Going to hand it off to Henley straight ahead. He's out over the 25, out close to the 29-yard line, just shy of the 30, and just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Ouachita. 3rd and less than a yard, actually, as they will go into a huddle this time. Just underway to start the second quarter. 14:35 left to play in the first half. 7-0. Ouachita lead it. They break the huddle. Send twin receivers wide left. An H-back and a blocking back. Quarterback's going to keep it himself straight ahead. He's got the first down as he crosses the 30 out to the 31-yard line. Make it the 32-yard line. Gain of almost 3 on the play. That was a direct snap to Chris Henley, the tailback. But they move the chains, and they'll have a first down out at their own 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ouachita. Now they go back with the twin backs in the backfield on either side of Nichols. Twin receivers wide right, one comes wide left on 1st and 10. Play action, wanting to throw. Looking, throws it into the flat, complete at the 35, out to the 40. Sidesteps one tackler, going to be bumped out of bounds out at the 42-yard line. As making the reception there for Ouachita was Bo Baker. It'll be a gain of 10 on the play. It should be another first down. We'll see where they spot the football. Spotted at the 42-yard line. That is good for the first down. 7-0. Ouachita leads it. Their tight end lines up here on the left side. That's Garrison Jackson, 6'5", 260. Put a wide receiver in motion. Leave it with the tailback straight ahead. He's across the 45, out to the 47, almost the 48-yard line. Is on the carry that time for Ouachita. It's going to be Jalen Broadley. Broadley going to pick up 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Keith Wells in on the stop, along with Tavante Bond for UAM. Weevils with a 4-man front defensively. They're going to hand it off again, right side. That's Broadley. Flags come in on the snap. He'll carry it across midfield to the 48-yard line of UAM. Going to be about a half a yard shy of a first down, but let's see what the flags are all about. May have UAM lining up in the neutral zone. It is offsides against the defense. So that will be a first down as they'll mark it off from the line of scrimmage and mark it inside Weevil territory. Mark it down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Ouachita. They lead at 7-0 here with 12:31 to play in the first half. Nichols stays in at quarterback. Boardley, the running back, one to throw. Fires, it's complete. Wide receiver screen to the 40, the 30, a foot race to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, all the way down to the 4-yard line. Making the reception for Ouachita is A.J. Jones, a wide receiver. He's a senior out of Sunnyvale, California, and he'll carry it all the way to the Weevil 4-yard line. The Tigers knocking on the door, leading 7-0 now with 11:52 left to play here in the opening half. They'll go with a tight set, 2 tight ends. Gonna go with a direct snap. Now to Henley. Snap it to him. He's over the right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Ouachita. Tigers punch it in from 4 yards out. Chris Henley, the running back, took the direct snap. The Tigers go up 13-0 here in the first half with 11:33 left to go in the first half. But their kicker will come on to attempt the extra point. Dax Jaggers. Jaggers hits set, everybody's set. Snap is down, kicks on its way, and he's perfect. 14-0, Ouachita leads it here in Monticello. 11:33 to play in the first half. We'll be back with more UAM football from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
It 14-0 here with 11:33 to play in the opening half, make it. In the first half. Dronette will go back deep for the Weevils along with Shaquille Allen. And Collins will be back there as well for the Bo Weevils. Tigers moving from right to left here in the second quarter. They've got the wind to their back. Weevils going into the wind here in the second quarter. Kickoff is going to carry into the end zone and out of it with the automatic touchback. Weevils will start their possession at their own 25-yard line. This will be their fourth possession of the afternoon. They've turned it over on downs once after missing a 47-yard field goal when it was 7-0. And then it punted twice. This will be their fourth possession of the afternoon for UAM. Tavion Falk and company come out onto the field. The running back is going to be Anderson, it looks like. Twin receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. Dixon's in at the tight end spot on first down. Falk wanting to throw. Fires it up. Wide receivers clean. Going to be complete to Collins across the 30, the 35. He'll be out close to the 39-yard line before he's finally brought down out there. Chasden Collins on the catch and run. That'll be good for 14 yards and a first down for UAM out of their own 39-yard line. Collins lost his helmet on that end of that play, and he'll have to come out of the game. So checking in will be Michael Lott in his place. On 1st and 10. Falk faked it up the middle, going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Coming through for the Tigers is going to be Stephen Weston, the defensive back on the run blitz. Going to drop Falk for a loss all the way back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 15 now for the Bo Weevils. Collins comes back in. He and Amari Cox will split wide to the left. Twins come wide right. 2nd down, 15 now for the Bo Weevils. Tigers, 4-man front defensively. They rush 4. Falk looking, in trouble, forced out of the pocket, running to his right, looking downfield. He'll keep it and try to get a little positive yardage. He'll get across the 35 and be bumped out of bounds up near the 38-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play, and the Weevils looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd and 11. From their own 38-yard line. Trailing 14-0 here with 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Tigers go to a 5-man front, bring a linebacker on the blitz. Weevil do a good job. Falk with time, throws and overthrows his intended receiver, but a flag comes in down the field. We're going to have either a hold, defensive holding, or a pass interference. I believe it's going to be a defensive holding on the secondary. The intended receiver down there for the Weevils was Josh Scott. If it's a holding call, it'll be a 10-yard penalty. It'll still be 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and about 1. It is a holding call against Ouachita Baptist, so they'll mark off the penalty and spot it out at the 48-yard line. But it does come with a 1st down. So a 1st down for the Bo Weevils out at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:56 to go in the first half. Ouachita leading 14-0. Falk again out of the shotgun. His running back this series is Isaiah Broadway wanting to throw. Throws into the sideline. It's complete out here to Lott. Michael Lott catches it and is bumped out of bounds down at the 42-yard line. That'll be good for a 1st down. We'll move the chains, I believe. Let's see where they mark him out. Yes, it is good for the 1st down. At the Ouachita 42. It's about as deep as we've been in their territory. One other time we've been a little deeper. Falk trying to throw the jump ball down the right sideline. Going to be incomplete, overthrown. Intended for Michael Lott. The Weevils look at 2nd down and 10 now from their own 42. TJ Fields and Michael Lott will split wide to the right. Amari Cox and Chasden Collins will go wide to the left. Ball on the right hash mark. Weevils moving from left to right. Needing some points. Trailing 14-0. Falk out of the gun. Wanting to throw. Has time. Looking to the far sideline. It's complete to Amari Cox. He'll run out of bounds right at the 1st down marker. I believe he's going to be a yard shy. Down at the 32-yard line. Needed to get to 31 for the 1st down. Mark him out actually at the 33. Needed to get to the 32 for the 1st down. So it's 3rd down and 1 now for UAM. Dixon will check back in at the tight end spot. He'll line up on the short side into the boundary on the left side. Falk changes the play as he looks in. Over here to his offensive coordinator. Now they shift Dixon to the right side, the wide side of the field. Option right side. Falk keeps it himself, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 1st down. He'll gain about a half a yard, and the Weevils are going to like about the length of a football to pick up the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and less than a yard now for the Weevils from the Tigers. 32.5-yard line. Offense will stay out there. We'll go with 2 tight ends. Dixon and Smith both check in at the tight end spot. The running back is Isaiah Broadway. Falk gets the snap, hands it off to Broadway. Broadway hit, I believe. He may have the 1st down. It'll depend on the spot. The official here on the near sideline is saying it was down. The ball came loose, but they're going to look at it, I believe. Let's see. They're going to move the chains. It's a first down for UAM. A big fourth down conversion there for the Weevils, just inside the 32-yard line of Ouachita. 14-0. Weevils needing some points with 7:39 left to play here in the first half. Collins comes in motion behind Falk. Falk wanting to throw, looking down the field, has Stan Smith complete at the 10. Smith to the 5. He cuts it inside. Touchdown, Weevils. Stan Smith, the tight end, snuck out here in the flat. Was able to make the catch wide open and take it into the end zone. With 7:25 to play, Weevils cut it to a 14-6 lead for Ouachita Baptist. Stinson will come on to attempt the extra point. The holder for UAM is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏𝗓𝗏. Everybody gets set. Snap's good, kicks on its way, and this one is through the uprights and good. 14-7, Weevils cut it in half. 7:25 left to go here in the first half of play at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils and the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist going at it. You're listening to KHBM 93.7 FM. We're back with more UAM football in a moment.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Ouachita still leads. Weevils kick it off as they'll squib it down the field. It's going to be caught there at the 39-yard line by Ouachita, and that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 as 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏𝗓𝗏, the kicker for UAM, put it on the ground, squibbed it down the field. Tigers will recover it at the 39, their own 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Ouachita with 7:22 to play here in the first half. Tigers jumped out to a 14-0 lead. There was a flag on the play. UAM offside, so they'll give them a 5-yard spot. Walk it out to the 44-yard line. As UAM offsides on the kickoff. 1st and 10, Ouachita. Nichols, your quarterback for the Tigers. Working out of the gun. Calling for the snap. Going to hand it off right side across the 45. He'll squirt his way forward out close to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5 on the carry that time. Is Lyric Treadwell, a junior out of Paris, Texas for Ouachita. We got an injured Weevil down on the field. Trainers are going to go out and check on him. 7:08 remaining here in the first half of football. It is 14-7. Tigers jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Weevils finally get into the end zone on a pass play from Tavion Falk to Stan Smith. They check on the injured Weevil player out there. They got him sitting up now. That's going to be Terrell Taylor injured on the play. They got him sitting up and talking to him, though. Next week, Weevils travel to Searcy to take on the Bison of Harding University. And the injured player, Terrell Taylor, going to get up and walk off the field under his own power, so that's good to see. It'll be 2nd down and 5 now for Ouachita Ball spotted at their own 49-yard line. They lead at 14-7 with 7:08 remaining here in the first half. The freshman quarterback, Trey Nichols, works out of the shotgun. His tailback will line up on the right side of him. Put a flanker in motion. He's going to keep it himself. Looking down the field, Nichols caught in the backfield and going to be sacked all the way back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play. And coming through for UAM. Trying to see who that was that made the sack on him. I think it was number 9. It's going to be Rashad Jackson, the linebacker. 3rd down and 10 now for Ouachita from their own 45-yard line. Twin receivers come wide left. One goes wide right. Nichols wanting to throw. Steps up in the pocket, going to unload it down the field and overthrows his intended receiver down at the Weevil 35-yard line. Weevil defense forces a 3 and out, and the Tigers will have to punt it away. With 6:16 left to go here in the first half, Ouachita leads at 14-7. Jasden Collins will go back deep to await the punt of their punter, Nick Parker. Parker will get it at his own 30. Again, no pressure, and they blow it dead when the ball is snapped. The timeout was called on the field by Ouachita. They didn't have the right personnel. Let's take it with them. 6:13 to play in the first half. 14-7, Ouachita leads it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of life.
It away. Collins moves back. This one will hit at the 1, carry into the end zone for the automatic touchback. The Weevils will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trailing 14-7, UAM, though, put together a scoring drive after falling down 14-0. And Tavion Falk hit Stan Smith for the touchdown pass a moment ago. See if the Weevils can put together another drive against the Tigers here. So they'll start 80 yards away from pay dirt. 3 timeouts remaining for the Weevils here in the first half. Tavion Falk. This time Jalen Sultan will be in the backfield. Cox and Collins go wide to the left. Falk on 1st down, wanting to throw. Looking, has time, over the middle, throws complete out at the 22. Going to be a short gain coming across the middle there for the Weevils to make the catch. Shaquille Allen, the senior out of Ruleville, Mississippi, making the catch. Short gain, the linebacker was right there in his hip pocket. They might go down to 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, so 2nd down and 7. Now for the Boll Weevils. Again, positive yardage on 1st down is a good thing. Smith in at the tight end. Twin receivers come wide right on 2nd and 7. Falk, straight drop back. Looking again over the middle. It's complete to Stan Smith. He's out over the 25. He'll be down at the 27-yard line. Smith again running a drag route across the middle. They mark him out at the 28. So 2 yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. So 3rd and 2 for the Boll Weevils. Sultan stays in at the running back spot. He'll be on the right side of Falk, your quarterback. They put 6 in the box. Falk wanting to run. Now backed up and he's going to be sacked. The ball comes loose. UAM's going to fall on it. They can say he's down at the 21-yard line. But 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗦𝗓 was scrambling. Looked like going to be a play action pass, rolling to his right, lost a handle on it. And then the Weevils actually fall out. They ruled him down. His knee was down, but it's a loss back to the 22-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the play, and the Weevils have to punt it away with 4:25 remaining here in the first half. Trailing Ouachita 14-7. On to punt it away for UAM. Tanner Steenbach, he'll stand at his own 8-yard line when he gets the snap. Steenbach gets the snap, kicks it end over end, a short kick. It's going to go out of bounds inside Weevil territory all the way at the 40-yard lines where it goes out of bounds. Man, oh man, that was only a 12-yard punt. And Ouachita will get the short field to work with at the Weevil 40-yard line with 4:05 remaining here in the first half. Tigers have 2 timeouts to work with, leading 14-7 here in Monticello. So now the Weevil defense needs to hold on here before halftime. Trey Nichols, the quarterback. He'll work out of the shotgun. As running back this series is Chris Henley. Henley will line up on the right side. Twin receivers go to the short side of the field. Put the tight end in motion. Nichols pumps, now goes down the right sideline, has a man wide open at the 10, the 5. He'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Ouachita. Bo Baker with the catch into the end zone he goes. And from 40 yards out, the Tigers strike. Makes it 20-7 in favor of Ouachita with the extra point coming now. The kicker, Dax Jaggers, has been perfect. Hit 2 of 2 so far this afternoon. They get a good snap, kicks on its way, and it is good. 21-7, Ouachita leads it here with 3:58 to play in the first half. We'll be back with more UAM football from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in Monticello right after this timeout.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Seven, our score. Ouachita leads it as they'll kick it off and kick this one into the end zone for the automatic touchback again. Jaggers 3 for 3 on kickoffs this afternoon into the end zone. And Weevils have all 3 timeouts remaining with 3:58 to go here before halftime, but they find themselves down 21-7. So UAM's offense again needing points here before halftime. Tavion Falk, your quarterback. Sultan, the running back, put Collins in motion. He'll come behind him. Going to leave it up the middle. It's going to be Sultan. He'll cross the 25 and be out close to the 27, almost the 28-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 7 now for UAM from their own 28-yard line. But again, you get positive yardage on first down. It changes up what Coach Qualls can do offensively as the offensive coordinator. We go under 3.5 minutes to play before halftime. Twin receivers, make it trip receivers, go wide left. Falk wanting to throw. Falk looking, throws over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. in the hands of T.J. Fields. He had to jump in the air to try to make the catch, but couldn't hold on to it. So it'll bring up a 3rd and long now for UAM. Ball at their own 28-yard line. T.J. Fields wishes he had another opportunity to try and catch that football, because he has some green grass in front of him. He could have really eaten up some turf. So 3rd and long for the Weevils now. 3:14 to play before halftime. They'll put twins on either side. Falk looking in the pocket, still looking, has all day. Now forced out of the pocket, rolling to his left, throws it back across the field. It's going to be complete to Collins. He's got the first down. He'll be tripped up and brought down near the 40-yard line. Good play by Tavion Falk. Bought some time and he was forced out of the pocket. Good job by Collins, the receiver, to come back and try to help his quarterback out. They were able to connect for a first down. 1st and 10 out at the 40-yard line. Gain of 12 on that play. We're down to 2:38 left to go here before halftime. Approaching the 2-minute warning before halftime. Weevils 1st and 10 from their own 40. Falk again. Has all day. Looking, throws. It's going to be intercepted at midfield. Oh my goodness. At midfield, it gets intercepted and returned to the 47-yard line of UAM. Coming up with the interception there is Stephen Weston, trying to go into the near sideline in front of the UAM bench. And I don't know if Tavion Falk ever saw that linebacker coming up to make the play. But the Tigers will take over following the interception at the Weevil 46-yard line with 2:24 remaining here before half. Ouachita leading 21-7. They have 2 timeouts. Actually, with the 2-minute warning there at halftime, they've got 3 timeouts to work with. They go with a bunch set to the left, into the boundary. Ball on the left hash mark. Nichols now puts a flanker in motion and line up as a tight end. Going to hand it off up the middle to Henley. Lowers his shoulder, goes inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 on first down for the Tigers. As we'll go down to the 2-minute warning, and we'll have a timeout on the field. With 21-7 our score, Ouachita leads it here in Monticello. The 2-minute warning before halftime. We'll be back with the final 2 minutes of the first half right after this timeout.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
𝗗𝗚𝗦𝗡 Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
At UA Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
Following the interception, 2nd down and 5 at the Weevil 41-yard line. They scored from about this position on the field just a moment ago with a touchdown pass. Weevil defense does not need to allow any more points here in the first half. Trailing 21-7. Tigers now have 2 timeouts to work with. Trey Nichols will stay in at quarterback. The running back now is Jalen Bordley. Put a flanker in motion, handed off to him on a jet sweep around the right side. He's inside the 35, the 30, down the right sideline, and bumped out of bounds inside the 30, down at the 26-yard line. Making the run there was Reggie Daly. On the end around, move the chains, first down, Tigers at the Weevil 26-yard line. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage they'll go. Again, put the flanker in motion. Fake it to him. They want to throw. Looking down the middle, throws. It's going to be incomplete at the 10-yard line. Defending on the play for UAM is 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗘𝗥. When the flanker on a post pattern went in and out of his hands. So second down and 10. That'll stop the clock with 1:49 left to go before half. Second down and 10 from the Weevil 26-yard line. One receiver will come wide left. Trips go wide to the right. Ball on the right hash mark. Nichols gets the snap. Going to leave it with his running back up the middle. Carries it inside the 20, down close to the 16-yard line before he's finally brought down. That'll be close to a 9-yard gain on the carry. Broadley again. They'll mark it at the 17. It's going to be a yard shy of the first down. A 3rd and 1 for Ouachita. Down to 1:25 remaining. They quickly snap it, hand it off again to Broadley. Broadley hit behind the line, going to lose a yard on the play. Not going to get it. It'll bring up a 4th down and 2. Weevils had the penetration there. I saw Keith Wells. Let's see, number 9 is Rashad Jackson. And on the stop for the Weevils, also number 43 out there for UAM, 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗘𝗥. 4th down and 2 for Ouachita. They're going to go for it with 50 seconds remaining here before halftime. Nichols will be at quarterback. Now the Tigers are going to take a timeout, and they may think about a field goal here. 21-7 our score. Ouachita leads at 45 seconds to go before half. 4th down and 2 for the Tigers from the Weevil 17-yard line when we return in just a moment.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of life.
To recognize some of our athletic sponsors.
A little bit. 21-7 our score here with 45 seconds remaining before halftime. UAM with the first turnover of the game, and Tigers trying to take advantage of it here before halftime. It is 21-7. Tigers jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Weevils made it 14-7, and the Tigers answered with another touchdown here. Now trying to get a field goal. As the Weevils called the timeout, trying to ice the kicker a little bit here before halftime. He's got plenty of leg to do it from here. All right, Tigers will come to the line of scrimmage. The kicker, 𝗗𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 field. Everybody is set. We're ready to go. Snap is down. The kick's on its way. It's got plenty of distance, and it is good. 24-7. Ouachita extends their lead here with 42 seconds remaining before halftime. We'll take a break. No, wait a minute. There may have been a flag on the field. It is a flag. It was 4th and 2. There is a flag, however, on the field. So hold on a minute. Flag has been in the backfield of Ouachita. If it was against UAM for being offsides, it could be a first down for Ouachita. And that's what it looked like it's going to be, is the Tiger offense will come back out onto the field. Somebody got into the neutral zone. So it results in a first down for Ouachita. Now spot the football inside the 15, down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers now. They have one timeout remaining, 42 seconds left to go before halftime. They go with an empty backfield. They're going to do a direct snap. Back there to take it is going to be Jordan Walker. Walker hitting the backfield is going to be dropped all the way back at the 20-yard line where they'll blow it dead. How about that? Weevils had some pressure coming. Coming through to get there first was G. Evans. First time I've called his name this afternoon. Also in on the stop for UAM for the tackle for the loss is going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. It'll be 2nd and 17 now for Ouachita. Back at the 20-yard line. Nichols wanting to throw, forced out of the pocket. He's scrambling. He's going to get it back to the 20-yard line. That's as far as he's going to get. Ouachita is going to have to use a timeout here with 5 seconds left to go. They will call the timeout and send the field goal unit back out on the field. So a good defensive stand here before halftime, not giving up a touchdown. Tigers use their final timeout of the half. 21-7 our score. 5 seconds remain before halftime. And they'll send on the field goal unit. It should be a 37-yard attempt from almost in the middle of the field. Again, Jaggers, the kicker, has plenty of leg to do that. We're here in Monticello, Arkansas. Game started early this afternoon, trying to get it in before the severe weather moves in southeast Arkansas later on today. We're scheduled for a 2 o'clock kickoff. Other games around the conference, northeast and northwest and southwest Oklahoma. We're scheduled for 4 p.m. a late start this afternoon as well, due to the weather that is moving across the area. All right, here comes the field goal attempt for Ouachita. A 37-yard attempt with 5 seconds remaining before halftime. Jaggers will set up. He's got the leg to do it. Snap is down. The kick is on its way. And again, it's got plenty of distance, and this one is good. 24-7 now our score. 2 seconds remaining before halftime. And UAM was going to get the football to start the third quarter when the second half starts. But, wow. Weevils have been inside Tiger territory, turned it over on downs, missed a field goal, a 47-yard attempt there in the first quarter. They're going to let time expire here at the end of the first half. It is 24-7. The Tigers of Ouachita Baptist with a 24-7 lead. We'll head into the locker room here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. I hope you'll stick around. We'll be back with more here from UAM right after this timeout.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
𝗗𝗚𝗦𝗡 Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
At UA Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
Fans, we draw your attention to the 50-yard line in recognition of today's game day sponsor, Baptist Health. Being represented today by General Surgeon Dr. Jason Galt. He is accompanied by Assistant Director
Monticello, Arkansas, the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist with a 24-7 lead over our UAM Weevils here this afternoon. Tigers jumped out to a 14-0 lead there in the first quarter. Weevils answered, made it 14-7. Had a chance to cut it to 4 with a 47-yard field goal attempt, wide right. That's where we stood, 14-7. Then the Tigers drove down the field and were able to put points on the board, made it 21-7. Next possession, just before halftime, Weevils threw an interception at midfield, and Ouachita settles for a 37-yard field goal. We go into halftime leading 24-7, our score here at the half at Convoy Leslie Congo Stadium. Again, around the conference, I know we've had one delay. That was Northwest Oklahoma State and Southeastern Oklahoma State. They've been pushed back to 4 o'clock this afternoon due to the weather out there. The Razorback game that you can listen to on our sister station, KGPQ 99.9, it's been pushed back to a 4:15 start, so it's pushed back 2 hours as well. But, you can listen to the broadcast on KGPQ 99.9.
harmonies, shivering keyboard lines, and a chorus so big it feels like it could echo across the Serengeti. It's equal parts heartfelt and delightfully over the top, and it's the kind of tune that turns a boring car ride into a sing-along. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Toto's Africa. that turns sketchbook doodles into legend. It's a perfect snapshot of 80s optimism, romance, and dance floor adrenaline. Sing along, and if you can hit the high note, hit it. The song's tale of a sweet high school crush turning up in a popular men's magazine was a perfect mix of naughty and nostalgia. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know the words and sing along to Centerfold. Division of Music, Dr. Eric Richards, Director of Band, Professor Kaylin Bigby, Assistant Professor of Percussion. We kindly thank you for your appreciation and support as we wrap things up in true UAM fashion with the UAM Fight Song. If you'd like to know more about the UAM Division of Music or the pride of Southeast Arkansas Marching Band, please visit the uamband.com or follow the Division of Music on Facebook and Instagram. And ladies
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
At UA Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
You and 48% of the people. It was all slanted, but I know enough of it. The band makes it so the rest of it I can fill in the way.
Cotton Bowl Stadium, 24-7. The Tigers of Ouachita with a lead over the Weevils. Looking at some other scores from around the conference. In the second quarter, just beginning the second quarter, Henderson State leading Harding 3-0. Southern Arkansas up on Arkansas Tech 14-7. That with about 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Northwest Oklahoma State and Southeastern were postponed till 4 o'clock this afternoon. They had a 2 o'clock kickoff. They've been pushed back 2 hours because of the weather. And then East Central and Oklahoma Baptist play later on this afternoon. On Thursday, it was Southern Nazarene getting a win over Southwest Oklahoma State 31-6. The final there in Bethany, Oklahoma on Thursday night. But it's 24-7 our score here at the half. Ouachita got on the board first with 7:29 to go in the first quarter. Trey Nichols hit a 57-yard run on a quarterback keeper. Took four play, 80-yard drive. Took a minute and 51 seconds. They went up 7-0. They jumped out to a 14-0 lead on the next possession. Ouachita, Chris Henley, 5-yard run. That was a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Ouachita looked like they were in control. Weevils answered, though. They trailed 14-0. Weevils came back, 7:25 to go in the second quarter. As a Smith from Graham Smith caught a pass from Tavion Falk. Simpson added the extra point, capped off a 9-play, 75-yard drive to 4:08 on the clock. 14-7 our score. It looked like the Weevils were fixing to make it 14-10, and they missed a 47-yard field goal. The Tigers took over on downs, and they went on to score a touchdown. They made it 21-7, and then they had a field goal there at the end of the half. They were up 24-7 here at the half. Again, my apologies going up to Strand Smith, telling Stan all season long. Those of you listening back at home, my apologies. His mom came up and had a little word with me, but we took care of it. I appreciate her coming up and correcting us. Don't mind it. They're at 24-7 our score here at the half. Ouachita leads it. Both teams have made their way out of the dressing rooms. We'll be back with the start of the second half. Weevils are going to get the football when we start the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
Oh, yeah. Mo came through with a bowl of this, and I was like, if it's downstairs, I gotta find it. It smells so good when you run it out.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of life.
At Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
Ouachita with a lead over the Weevils. Both teams have made their way back out. We're about 40 seconds away from the kickoff here this afternoon. Again, we pushed up the kickoff time due to the weather that's impending coming in later on here this afternoon in southeast Arkansas. So those of you that were trying to get here by 2 o'clock, well, you're going to get here at halftime. And we get set for the second half. Again, around the conference, Henderson State was leading Harding 3-0. That ball game just beginning the second quarter. Southern Arkansas up on Arkansas Tech 14-7, about midway through the second quarter. On Thursday night, it was Southwest Oklahoma State falling to Southern Nazarene 31-6. And then the Southeastern and Northwest Oklahoma State game will begin at 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock kickoff for Oklahoma Baptist and East Central. We're here in Monticello, Arkansas on the campus of UAM. I'm Jimmy Sledge, and we get set for the second half of football. Weevils are going to get it to start. Chadston Collins will go back deep. He'll stand at his own 2-yard line to await the kickoff. From Ouachita's Daxton Jaggers, he's put every kickoff into the end zone so far this afternoon. Weevils will be moving into the wind here in the third quarter. That means we'll have the wind in the fourth quarter, which is blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the south this afternoon. This kickoff carries into the end zone for the automatic touchback. Weevils will start their first possession of the second half at their own 25-yard line. need to get some points on the board and score quickly. Trailing 24-7. Weevils behind the 8 ball once again. Tavion Falk, your quarterback. Jalen Sultan will start as a running back. Twin receivers will go wide left. One comes wide right. And Strand Smith will be in at the tight end spot. Ball will be on the right hash mark. Again, Weevils moving from left to right, from north to south here at Convoy Lastly. Falk going to hand it off to Sultan, left side on the first play. He's going to get a yard. Out to the 26-yard line. He's getting up off the bottom of the pile for Ouachita. It's going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a junior from Hallsville, Texas. Making the stop there on first down. A gain of about 1.5 yards. It'll be second and a long 8, almost 9. Smith lines up as a flanker on the right side, on the short side of the field. Put Collins in motion. Handoff again. Sultan got some room out over the 30, 35, 40, 45. Jalen Sultan with a nice run carries it out to the 46-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Boll Weevils. They'll pick up a 22 on the play. And UAM will have it first and 10 at their own 46-yard line here to start the third quarter. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Sultan stays in as a running back. Falk looks over the defense. Again, Collins goes in motion behind him. Leave it with Sultan again. He's hit. He'll cross the 46 and get it close to the 47. A gain of only 1. Making the stop there for the Tigers is going to be Connor Schwartz. 6'1", 275-pound senior out of San Antonio, Texas. Making the stop for the Tigers. Second down and 9 now for the Boll Weevils. Amari Cox and Collins come wide to the right. Falk on second and 9. Wanting to throw. Looking. Going down the left sideline. Looking for Strand Smith. He makes the catch and falls out of bounds inside the 40 down at the 37-yard line of Ouachita. The third catch of the afternoon for Strand Smith. One was a touchdown back in the first half. They'll move the chains. That'll be a first down for UAM. Now at the Tiger 37-yard line. 12:58 to go. Opening drive of the second half. Weevils on the move. Falk fakes it inside the Sultan. Pitches to Collins. Flag comes in, and Collins is going to be dropped for a loss all the way back at the 42-yard line. Coming across there was the linebacker, Torian Phillips. Redshirt freshman out of Texarkana, Texas, making the stop on Collins, but the flag is going to be a hold against UAM. So we'll start behind the sticks. It'll remain first down. Ouachita, they could have taken the play. It would have been second down and 16. And they are. They're going to take the play. Instead of first and 20, it'll be second and 16 now for the Boll Weevils. Ball spotted back at the Tiger 43-yard line. Weevils looking into the sideline, getting the play. Coach Qualls, the offensive coordinators. Tigers stay in a 4-man front defensively. After the Weevils look over the defense, they're going to change the play here at the line of scrimmage. Tavion steps back in the shotgun, wanting to throw. Quick out route, going to overthrow Michael Lott out here at the 35-yard line of Ouachita. And to bring up a third and long now for the Boll Weevils, a 3rd and 16. Trailing 24-7, Weevils needing some points here to start the second half. We're going to go 5 wide for the first time this afternoon. Trips to the left, twins to the right. Ball on the right hash mark. Tigers putting 6 up on the line, and now a timeout call. I believe UAM is going to take the timeout here. Nope, it's Ouachita taking the timeout. It will be 3rd down and 16 when we return. 24-7 our score. Ouachita leads it. We're back in just a moment.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
At UA Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
Weevil snap it. Falk, straight drop, now forced out of the pocket, scrambling all over the place, loses the football, picks it up, still on his feet, backpedaling to the 40 of UAM. Looking downfield, going to heave it as far as he can toward the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete. TJ Fields was the closest receiver to it. The Tigers had the blitz coming. No flags, so the linemen stayed where they were supposed to. A lot of times when your quarterback scrambles like that, the lineman will get downfield, and then the quarterback pulls up and throws it. But no flags. UAM's going to be forced to punt it away and try to pin Ouachita back deep here with 12 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Weevils pick up a couple of first downs and then stall. So Tanner Steenbuck will come on to punt it away, try to pin the Tigers back deep. Back deep is Lyric Treadwell. Steenbach angles this one toward the sideline. It's going to hit at the 5. Take a Tiger bounce back up to the 10. They'll finally down it at the 11-yard line. Make it the 12-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start first and 10 for their first possession of the second half from their own 12-yard line. 11:50 to play here in the third quarter. It is 24-7. Ouachita has the lead over the Boll Weevils. Again, if you joined us late, Tigers jumped down to a 14-0 lead. Weevils answered, made it 14-7. Tigers had an answer for that, made it 21-7. And then they kicked a 37-yard field goal just before halftime to take this 24-7 lead into the half and the start of the second half. Next week, we travel up to Searcy to take on the Harding Bisons. That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff next Saturday from Searcy. We'll be on the air at 1:30 with our pregame show, live from Searcy, from Harding University, around 1:50 next Saturday. So I hope you'll join us for that right here on KHBM 93.7 FM, your home of UAM Sports. As we've got an official timeout on the field. Clouds are starting to build here in southeast Arkansas, starting to get a little cloudier. Wind still blowing out of the south-southwest around 10 to 15 miles an hour. And the Weevils will have the win in the fourth quarter. They don't need to give up any more points. Trey Nichols, your quarterback, the freshman. Going to hand it off up the middle and going to be out over the 15, out close to the 18-yard line. Is making the carry there for Ouachita. It's going to be Treadwell. Treadwell on the carry, making a stop for UAM. It's going to be Devontae Bond. A gain of almost 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4 now for the Tigers from their own 18-yard line. They go with a bunch set to the right. Ball on the left hash mark, so that'll be the wide side. Put the flanker in motion, fake it to him. Nichols going to keep it himself. Over the right side, he's out over the 20. The 25 going to be tripped up and brought down. He'll have the first down. Out over the 25. Coming up to make the stop for UAM is Terrell Taylor, the senior out of Compton, Georgia. Making a stop defensively for the Boll Weevils, but not before he picked up the first down. Out at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, Ouachita. No huddle, they'll send twin receivers wide left. Flanker now moves over to the short side of the field into the boundary. Nichols going to hand it off straight ahead, out over the 30, out close to the 34-yard line. Again, on the carry that time was Treadwell for Ouachita. He'll gain 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Weevil swap in some players defensively up on that defensive front 4. 2nd and 3 now for the Tigers. Nichols calling for the snap. Keeps it himself straight ahead across the 40, midfield, and he's going to go all the way. At the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Trey Nichols, the redshirt freshman from Ouachita, with his 2nd touchdown run of the afternoon. That's going to end up being a 65-yard touchdown run by Trey Nichols to extend Ouachita's lead 30-7 with the extra point coming. The kicker, Jaggers, he's been perfect on the afternoon, including a 37-yard field goal. Everyone gets set. They get a good snap. Kick is on its way, and it is good. 31-7, Ouachita extends their lead. We'll be back with more UAM football in just a moment.
𝗗𝗚𝗦𝗡 Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
At Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
Third quarter, Ouachita extends their lead 31-7 over the Weevils. Again, a 65-yard run by their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown run of the afternoon. The other one was over 50 yards earlier, back in the first period. The Weevils got to find a way to stop the quarterback. Going back deep for UAM, Chasden Collins. And Dronette will go back deep for UAM. Drew Dronette. The Jaggers has been putting every kickoff into the end zone. The Weevils have started every possession from their own 25 on the kickoffs here this afternoon. Good crowd on hand. Glad you're with us on the radio. Ouachita even brought a good crowd with them. Another high kickoff is going to carry into the end zone. Be out of the back of the end zone for the automatic touchback. And once again, the Weevils will start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Needing some points. Trailing 31-7 here with 9:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here at Convoy Leslie. Tavion Falk leading the way out there for the Weevils. Your running back this series is going to be 𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗏. Twins will come wide to the right, Twins wide to the left. Tigers stay at a 4-man front now on 1st down. 1st and 10. Falk wanting to throw. Has time, looking. Now forced out of the pocket. He'll run it himself. Out over the 30, he'll slide out near the 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of almost 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Good coverage down the field for Ouachita's secondary, and Falk had nowhere to throw it and just decided to take it off himself. 2nd down and 3 for the Weevils from their own 32-yard line now. Excuse me. Handoff to Broadway. Broadway hit after a yard gain. He may get it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 2 now for UAM. 3rd down and a long 2 here on the 2nd possession of the 2nd half of the 3rd quarter. 8:59 to play in the 3rd. Ouachita leading 31-7. Weevils calling for the snap. They bring the blitz. Falk screenplay over the middle to Broadway. He's got the first down as he'll get out over the 35, out close to the 38-yard line and be stopped there. Tavion Falk backpedaling, had to jump to make the throw. Found Broadway over the middle for a first down. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, the Weevils. Falk again, wanting to throw. Straight drop, now forced out of the pocket. He'll take off. Over the 40, he'll slide forward out to the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play. And again, the secondary for Ouachita had everybody covered up. Falk had nowhere to throw it. Tavion keeping it alive. He'll gain 5, make it on the play. So mark it out at the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 5. The yard to gain is almost the 48. Trips wide left. One comes wide to the right. Tavion, straight drop back again. Looking, has some time, going to throw it away. Again, everybody's covered up. They're rushing 4, dropping 7 back in coverage with the linebackers. And Falk wisely just throws that one out of bounds. So 3rd down and 5 now for UAM. They need a first down here to keep the drive alive. 31-7 our score. 7:37 to play in the 3rd quarter. Broadway stays in as a running back. Trip receivers go wide left. One comes wide right. They'll rush 4 again. Falk throws quickly down the field, complete to Collins. Collins has it at the 43 of Ouachita. He'll be hit immediately. But that's going to be good for about 15 yards and a first down for UAM. And in traffic, Chaston Collins came down with the pass. The market at the 43-yard line of Ouachita. 1st and 10, Bo Weevils. Anderson checks in at the running back spot. We sent Cox and TJ Fields wide to the right. Dixon's in at the tight end spot. Going to hand it off to Anderson straight ahead. He's inside the 40 to the 35, all the way down to the Tiger 34-yard line. So Anderson on the carry will pick up 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for UAM at the Tiger 34-yard line. Anderson stays in at the running back spot. Dixon stays in at the tight end. He'll come here on the short side of the field into the boundary with twin receivers split to that side. On 2nd and 1, handoff again to Anderson, trying to get to the edge, turns the corner. He's got the first down as he falls forward down at the 31-yard line. Picked up 4 on the play. We'll move the chains. It'll be another first down for the Bo Weevils as we go under 6 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Ouachita leading 31-7. And UAM on the move, just needing some points and points quickly. Again, Fields and Cox come wide right. Put Fields in motion behind Falk. Falk hands it off straight ahead to Anderson. Anderson inside the 30 down to the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 6 now for UAM. Checking back in at running back, going to be Jalen Sultan. Anderson will come out. 2nd down and 6 for the Bo Weevils. Here we are at the Tiger 27-yard line. Needing points. Tigers stack the box with 7 up there in the box. Put Cox in motion this time. Falk wanting to throw, wanting to go deep down the field toward the end zone. A flag comes in. TJ Fields was the intended receiver. They're going to call Ouachita for pass interference. Pass interference going to be called against the Tigers as TJ Fields was there in man-to-man coverage. And cornerback over there, number 6, that is Mario Ganter, had a hand on him. So that'll be an automatic first down. They'll step off the penalty against Ouachita, and the Weevils are going to be in the red zone. for the first time this afternoon. Going to have it down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12. Under 5 minutes left to play in the third period. 31-7 our score. Ouachita leads it. Sultan stays in it to running back. Falk, the delayed draw, now getting ready to throw it, gets hit. He's going to lose the football, and they're going to kind of rule it an incomplete pass as his arm was going forward. He got hit just as he was starting to make it. They brought the safety blitz. Stephen Weston was coming from the outside edge. No one picked him up. So they rule it an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10 now for UAM at the 12-yard line of Ouachita. Collins checks back in at wide receiver along with Cox. They'll both come wide to the right. Fields and Hazley go wide left. Falk, quarterback draw, going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Making the stop on him there is going to be Danny Johnson, big defensive lineman. 275-pound freshman from just up the road in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Making the stop on him. That's going to be a loss back to the 28-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and a long 15 now for UAM. Needing points as they get into the red zone. Trip receivers come wide right. Sultan shifts over to the right side of Falk. Here we go, going toward the end zone, looking for Collins, and it's going to be overthrown. Defending on the play for Ouachita was Weston. Collins was the intended receiver, and the Weevils are going to send on the field goal unit. Looking at 4th down and 15 from the 18-yard line. Stinson will come on to attempt the field goal. He missed one back in the first half, a 37-yarder. This will be, let's see where they spot the football. It's going to be at the 24, so it'll be a 34-yard attempt from the left hash mark with 4:05 left to go in the third quarter. Snap is down, the kick's on its way. It's long enough, and this one is good. 31-10. Ouachita still leads it by 3 scores. 3:59 left to play in the third quarter here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Tigers with the lead. We're back with more UAM football in just a moment.
𝗗𝗚𝗏 Motor Company. Service you can count on and people you can trust.
One to 10. Ouachita leads it. UAM will kick it off. They'll be fielded at the 2. Returned up over the 10, the 15. Going to be out over the 20, out near the 24-yard line, and that's where Ouachita will start. 1st and 10 with 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter. The Weevils got into the red zone but stalled there and had to settle for a 34-yard field goal from the freshman kicker Stinson. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 just shy of their own 25-yard line. Around the conference right now, with less than 2 minutes to go in the first half, Harding has taken a 7-3 lead over Henderson State. Southern Arkansas is up 28-7 over Arkansas Tech. Nichols will hand it off straight ahead to his tailback. He's out over the 25, out to the 30, pushing the pile forward, and they're finally going to blow it dead out near the 27-yard line. There's a whole bunch of UAM jerseys all around the running back, number 1, that is Henley. He'll push the pile forward and be good for 7 yards. Second down and 3. They snap it quickly. Hand it off to Henley again. He's over the right side. Going to be hit at the 31 and dropped for no gain. Good open field tackle over there by UAM. That was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 on the stop for UAM. So 3rd and 7, no gain. Weevils need a stop here with 3:05 to go in the third quarter, trailing 31-10. Need to find a way to get the defense off the field. Nichols calling for the snap. Twin receivers come wide left with the back in motion. One to throw. Nichols looking down the middle of the field, has a man open. It's complete at the 50, down to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 15, and finally brought down at the 12-yard line, and making the catch and the run there is Bo Baker for Ouachita. Wow. Weevils had them 3rd down and 3, and they hit a big pass play to Bo Baker. Mark him down at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Ouachita. At the Weevil, 14. Back in at running back is going to be Treadwell. Shift the tight end and the flanker to opposite sides of the field. Going to hand it off Treadwell over the left side. He's going to be hit and brought down at the 11-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 now. From the 11-yard line. Second down and 6, almost 7. They need to get just inside the 5 for the first down. Twin receivers go wide right. Trey Nichols, your quarterback for Ouachita, the freshman. Gets the snap, delayed handoff, right side, inside the 10. Going to be down close to the 8-yard line. Again, that's Treadwell on the carry for Ouachita. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for UAM. And it's going to be Rashad Jackson. They bring up 3rd down and 5 for Ouachita. Down at the UAM 9-yard line. Leading 31-10. Treadwell stays in at the running back. The flanker in motion to the short side, wanting to throw. Nichols looking left, looking, now back to the end zone, throws, and it's going to be deflected at the last second, making a good defensive play there for UAM. Coming up was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 defensive stop there. The Tigers will send on their field goal unit. Jaggers, who's got plenty of leg, will attempt a 26-yard field goal from almost in the center of the field with 43 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 31-10 our score. They can extend that lead. The snap's down, the kick is on its way, and it is good. 34-10, Ouachita. But hold on, there's a flag on the play. Maybe all sides against UAM. Would not give them a first down, I do not think, from our vantage point, if they were to take the penalty. But it would make it fourth and very short if the Tigers decide to take the penalty, which I'm sure they will. And I see the offense coming back out onto the field. Let's see when they mark it off. I believe it's going to be just a little bit short of the first down. Weevils lined up in the neutral zone, so offsides against UAM. Still waiting on the officials to spot the football. Spot it right at the 5-yard line. They need to get just inside the 5 for the first down. So it's fourth and less than a yard now for Ouachita at the Weevil 5-yard line. They go with a bunch set and the big package in. All the big tackles and line up at fullback. Hand it off. Henley straight ahead. He's second effort. I don't know if he got it or not. The side judge running in. One's inside the 5. The other one's out near the 6-yard line, depending on which one they use to spot the football, if he made the first down or not. And UAM says it's first down, Bull Weevils. First down, Weevils as they force a turnover on downs just outside the 5-yard line with 32 seconds to go in the third. And the Weevils are going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 5.5-yard line. So let's see. They finally moved the chains. Everybody's going to get set. 𝗗𝗏𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 comes on. And that's a timeout called by Ouachita. They want to review it, I think. They want to look and see if he made it or not. Head coach for Ouachita is out there talking to the officials. He can challenge that. It is 31-10. Ouachita is going to challenge the call, ruling on the field that he did not gain the yardage needed for the first down.
Hold on, stop.
So now the official does signal first down for UAM. But they're going to go, Ouachita timeout. That's what he signaled. And the officials are headed toward the booth over there to review it. Ouachita thought he picked up the yardage to gain for the first down. Weevils on the ruling on the field was he did not make it. So we'll take a break with them with 32 seconds to go here in the half, or in the third quarter, make it. It's 31-10. Ouachita has the lead, but it will be a big, big stop for the defense if the ruling goes our way. We'll be back with more UAM football after this.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
At Monticello, our small, friendly environment means professors can focus on getting to know each student personally. With 70 clubs and organizations, 10 sports teams, and convenient campus housing, students get an experience that lasts a lifetime. Come see why you belong at UAM.
The field that they picked up the first down, did not pick up the first down. The ruling on the field was he was short of the yard to gain. They got the football spotted outside the 5. The first down marker, the yard to gain, was just inside the 5. So we'll see. The officials are still over there looking at it. They're going to try to get it right. Again, around the conference, Harding was leading Henderson 7-3. That ball game near the half. Southern Arkansas up on Arkansas Tech 28-7. 4 o'clock kickoff for Northwest and Southeastern, and a 3 o'clock kickoff this afternoon for Ouachita Baptist and East Central. Here's a ruling down on the field. See if we can get it. He was short of the line to gain. The ruling on the field stands. So the Weevils will take over on downs just outside their own 5-yard line with 32 seconds remaining here before the end of the third quarter. Another momentum swing for UAM after they scored the field goal. Then the defense gets a stop inside the red zone, take over on downs at their own 5.5-yard line. Falk out of the shotgun. He'll stand at the goal line when he gets the snap. 𝗗𝗏𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗍. Play action, throws over the middle, looking for Michael Lott, and it's off his right hand and incomplete. Led him just a little too much. So bring up second down and 10 now. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗍𝗍 will check in as a tight end. Strand Smith will come out. They'll put 𝗗𝗏𝗍𝗍𝗍 as a wideout. He'll be out there with Chasden Collins on the left side. Lott stays over here on the right side as a wide out. Second down and 10. Tigers rush forward. Out of zone, end zone. Falk throws complete to Collins. He's out over the 20, 25, breaks a tackle to the 30, going to be all the way out to the 33-yard line and finally brought down there. Chaston Collins with another big catch on the afternoon. That'll move the chains. Weevils get some breathing room from the shadow of their own goalpost out at their own 33-yard line. First and 10. And that's the end of the third quarter here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. The Weevils with some momentum going into the fourth quarter, trailing by 3 scores, 31-10. We'll be back with the final 15 minutes of football here in Monticello, Arkansas after this timeout.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
At UA Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
Fourth quarter, the Weevils will have it first and 10 at their own 32-yard line, trailing 31-10. But some momentum swings, a field goal on their last possession, and now a fourth down stop. They get it back. Falk going to hand it off over the right side. That's Anderson, and no, going to make that Edwards on the carry. Isaiah going to lose a yard on the play, back to the 31-yard line. It'll be second down and 11 now for UAM. Tigers are down to 1 timeout. They used one there in the third quarter, then they challenged that last play. They lost the challenge, so they lost a timeout. Weevil still have all 3 here in the fourth quarter. Isaiah stays in at the running back. Falk wanting to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Throws it out. It's going to be caught by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Drew catches it out at the 40-yard line. And the defender was right there in his pocket. It was kind of a toss-up of who had possession of it, but Drew holds on. That'll be a gain of 8 on the play. It'll be third down and 2. A gain of 9. Third down and 2 now for the Weevils from their own 40-yard line. Tigers again showing a 4-man front. They're bringing the linebacker on the blitz. Got to pick him up. They don't do it. Falk will unload it into the sideline. He felt the pressure coming, unloads the pass. And now UAM going to be looking at fourth down and 2 from their own 40-yard line. They no choice but to go for it. Down by 3 scores. There's a flag on the play. It's on the far sideline from us. It's out near midfield. It's going to be against Ouachita. Pass interference against the Tigers. So move the chains out to midfield. First and 10, Bull Weevils. How about that? And the momentum has swung and a little bit of luck going our way. 13:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. Weevils down by 3 scores, 31-10. First and 10 for UAM. Tavion gets the snap, straight drop, pressure coming. He still avoids it. Now he's rolling to his right. Tavion going to be hit and dropped after no gain on the play at midfield. Again, here in the second half, Ouachita's secondary has been covering up our receivers a lot better than they did in the first half. No gain on the play by Tavion. It'll be second down and 10 now. Strand Smith will check in at the tight end spot. He'll line up on the short side of the field, ball on the right hash mark into the boundary over there next to the Ouachita sideline. Twin receivers come wide left. Ouachita will rush 4. Falk steps up. Now he'll take off. He's got some room. He'll go to the 45, hits the sideline, and steps out of bounds. Inside the 40, down close to the 38-yard line. That's going to be good for 12 yards, but bring it all back. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be in the area of a hold against the Weevils. It'll remain second down, and be second down and 20 now for UAM with 12:56 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, Weevils down by 3 scores, 31-10. Spot it back at the 40-yard line of the Weevils. It'll be second down and 20 now. Smith stays in the ball game at tight end. You've got Collins and Cox split wide left. Ball will be on the right hash mark. Weevils moving from right to left on your radio dial from south to north here at Convoy here in the fourth quarter. Cox goes in motion. He'll go behind Falk. Falk trying to almost avoid the sack, or does avoid it, throws it down the field. Ball's going to be tipped in the air as it's intended down there for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. And Weevils, luckily that one wasn't picked off as it went high in the air off the hands of Allen. And now UAM looking at third down and long, a 3rd and 20. They'll send in TJ Fields as another wide receiver. So you have Allen and Fields split wide to the right. Cox and Collins come wide left. Sultan, the lone setback in the backfield. Tigers are going to rush 3 this time and drop 8 back in coverage. Falk looking, dumps it over the middle. Going to be to Sultan out of the backfield. He'll get 9, almost 10 yards back and get it back to the original line of scrimmage at midfield. But it'll bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Boll Weevils, and UAM is going to have to punt it away. As on to punt now for UAM is going to be Dylan Duhan instead of Tanner Steenbach. So Duhan will punt it away. 12 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Ouachita leading 31-10. Get a good snap, no pressure. This one's got a high turning kick, hits at the 12, goes out of bounds down near the 10-yard line, and that's where the Tigers are going to start. 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line, leading 31-10 here with 11:48 to play in the ball game. There's a flag back up at the 35-yard line. We'll see what the flag is about. Generally, that's in the area of a holding or illegal block down the field. They'll mark it off from the end of the play. See what the call is. Holding, going to be a call against Ouachita. So marking half the distance to the goal. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line now with 11:48 to play here in the fourth quarter. Leading 31-10. Ouachita will get the football back at their own 5-yard line. Trey Nichols, the freshman quarterback's gone the distance for the Tigers this afternoon. They'll have Chris Henley, the leading ground gainer on the season, back in at running back. Nichols will be a yard deep in his own end zone when he gets the snap. Weevils need a turnover, need to force a turnover here. Hand it off to Henley. He's out over the 5, out close to the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. Going to be a gain of 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. Now for Ouachita. So 2nd down and 7. They mark it out at the 8-yard line. They'll go with twin receivers, wide to the right. One goes wide left. Nichols again out of the gun, looking over the defense. Puts a wide receiver in motion to the short side of the field. And I hand it off again to Henley. Henley out over the 10. He'll be hit at the 11, and that's as far as he's going to get. So a gain of only 2. And now the Tigers looking at 3rd down and 4 from their own 11-yard line. The Weevils need another stop here as the clock becoming a factor. Just under 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Trailing by 3 scores, 31-10. Weevils need a stop. They need to force a turnover. Trip receivers will come wide right. One goes wide left. Weevil show a 3-man front defensively. A lot of movement up front. Flags come in. They'll throw. It's going to be incomplete, but let's see what the flags are all about. There was movement, and UAM was also, looked like in the neutral zone. So let's see what the flags are all about. As going to be against the Weevils. They were in the neutral zone. And that's going to give Ouachita a first down out at the 11-yard line. Wow. First and 10 Tigers at their own 11-yard line. Nichols again out of the shotgun. Henley the lone setback. Get the snap, hands it off. Henley left side. He'll carry it out over the 20, out to the 21-yard line, and be brought down there. As that'll be a gain of about 5 on the play. So bring up second down and 5 now for Ouachita. And on the stop for UAM again. That was 𝗗𝗏𝗧𝗗𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗔. So 2nd and 5 for the Tigers from their own 21-yard line. We go under 10 minutes left to play in the ball game. Tigers leading 31-10. Weevils back in a 4-man front defensively. Nichols gets it, hands it off again to Henley. Henley hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll second effort to push him out close to the 25, just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers will be looking at 3rd down and 1. From just inside their own 25-yard line. Need to get almost to the 26 for a first down. Checking in defensively for the Weevils. Kobe Kendrick will come in. Coming out, Tavante Bond. He'll line up there at the defensive end spot. 3rd down and a long 1 for Ouachita. From their own 25, just inside their own 25-yard line. Direct snap's going to go back to Henley. Henley straight ahead, got the first down and more. He's out over the 30, 35, carrying bodies with him to the 40, to the 41-yard line. Chris Henley. He's 5'11", 215, and he's all leg muscle. And that'll move the chains, keep the drive alive for Ouachita. We go under 9 minutes left to play now in the game. A time-consuming drive here put together by Ouachita, leading 31-10. Started at their own 5-yard line here in the 4th quarter. Nichols checks back in at quarterback. The running back is Treadwell. Wanted to throw, looking down the field, has Treadwell out of the backfield on a wheel route. It's complete at the 40, to the 30, down to the 25, and finally brought down from behind at the 21-yard line of UAM. It's going to be Treadwell, who slipped out of the backfield. They'll move the chains, and the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 21-yard line with 8:19 left to play in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Weevil 21-yard line. They'll send one receiver wide right, one goes wide left. The running back, this now is Jalen Bordley. Bordley will line up on the right side of Nichols. Put the flanker to that side. Put the wide receiver in motion to that side. Hand it off. I'll make that the quarterback keeps it himself. He'll have it inside the 20 down to the 15, and then be down right there. Is coming up to make the stop for UAM is Rashad Jackson, along with Keith Wells. A gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4 now for the Tigers. Inside the red zone again, leading 31-10 with 7:25 left to play in the game. Knocking on the door, bunch set to the right, trips come wide right in a bunch set. Ball in the middle of the field. For the receiver, he'll line up as a flanker on the right side. Nichols, hands off. Treadwell straight ahead. He'll get a couple down to about the 13-yard line, and that's all that's there for him. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for Ouachita from the Weevil 13-yard line. They'll bring in the big package again. They'll go with a fullback and 2 tight ends, a flanker. They'll overload one side as they break the huddle. They come to the line of scrimmage. They'll line that strong side up to the left. Direct snap coming now to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the tailback. He'll get it, go straight ahead, now cuts it to the left. He's at the 10, to the 5, headed for the pylon. Touchdown, Ouachita. From 12 yards out, 13 yards out, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝒂 goes in for the score for Ouachita, and they have upped it 37-10 with the extra point coming from their kicker, 𝗗𝗓𝗏. 37-10, 6:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. The extra point coming from Ouachita. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and it is perfect. 38-10. Ouachita extends their lead again. We'll be back with more UAM football here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium in just a moment.
At Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
From the very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of.
They'll get set to kick it off. Chaz and Collins will go back deep. Again, 𝗗𝗓𝗏 has kicked every kickoff out of the back of the end zone here this afternoon. This time he's kicking into the wind. So Collins might have a chance for a return. 𝗗𝗓𝗏 squibs it down the field. Going to be picked up by 𝗗𝗏𝗏 at the 10. 𝗗𝗏𝗏 drew out over the 20, 25 to the 30. Going to be all the way out close to the 35-yard line. That's where the Weevils will start this possession with 6:18 to play here in the fourth quarter, trailing 38-10. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. It's a 25-yard return by 𝗗𝗏𝗏. Checking scores from around the conference. The latest we had, halftime, 7-3, Harding leading Henderson State. Halftime, it was Southern Arkansas leading Arkansas Tech 28-7. Northwest Oklahoma and Southeastern are scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, and Oklahoma Baptist and East Central are set to start at 3 o'clock this afternoon. All right, Weevils have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. Tavion gets the snap, rolling to his left. Tavion looking down the field, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended out there for Josh Scott, who was coming back toward his quarterback at midfield. Ball was thrown behind him and to his left. He tried to make a circus catch out there, but couldn't hold on to it. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Strand Smith is in the ball game. He'll go in at tight end. He'll line up on the right side to the boundary. Amari Cox, the wide receiver on that side. 2nd down and 10 for the Weevils. Tavion, straight drop. They rush forward. Throws over the middle. Going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Amari Cox. And you don't see that very often with Amari dropping one. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Bull Weevils. 3rd down and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Send a couple of receivers in. A.K. Hazley goes wide right along with T.J. Fields. Collins and Cox come wide to the left. The running back is Anderson on 3rd down and 10. Falk gets the snap. They'll rush forward. He steps up, throws over the middle of the field. He's going to be picked off. Picked off at the 45 of Ouachita and returned back up to midfield. Going to be inside Weevil territory to the 47-yard line. And making the interception there, the 2nd of the afternoon, is Torian Phillips. Comes up with the interception. They'll mark him down at the 48 of UAM. With 5:54 left to play here in the fourth quarter, Ouachita leading 38-10. That'll be the second interception of the afternoon thrown by Tavion Farr. They mark it at the 47, 1st and 10 Tigers. Got a new quarterback into the ball game now for them. That's Jordan Walker, freshman from Bryan, Arkansas, in at the quarterback spot. Gets the snap, hands it off. A new running back as well. He'll carry down to the 46-yard line. A gain of only 1 there on the carry for the Tigers. It's going to be Jaden Smith. He's a freshman from Whitehall, Arkansas. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Tigers just wanting to run the clock out, leading 38-10, 5:30 left to play here in the game. Twin receivers go wide left. Quarterback wanting to throw. Forced him out of the pocket. He looks down the field. He'll take off. He's at the 45, the 40, the 35. Going to be all the way inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And on the run that time, Jordan Walker, the freshman from Bryant, picks up big yardage. 23 yards on the pickup. They've got an injured player for the Weevils back out here at the 45-yard line. So we'll have an official injury timeout. Clock will stop with 5:12 to go. The player shaken up is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, 6'3", 280-pound junior from Pensacola, Florida. Coach Jackson and Shelley, the trainers out there checking on him. It was 31-10 at the half. No, excuse me. 24-7 at the half. Tigers led it. They scored 2 touchdowns. The Weevils have scored a field goal here in the second half. Jaquan Frank going to get up and walk off the field under his own power, so that's good to see. Ouachita will have it 1st and 10 at the Weevil 29-yard line here with 5:12 left to go. They've got their backups in playing now. Some of the key areas. We've got a different quarterback here on this series. Trying to catch a number on him. On 1st and 10 from the Weevil 29. Get the snap, you'll leave it. Flags come in. It's going to be a drop for a yard loss. The quarterback was Ty Burleson. He's a freshman from Kaufman, Texas. They handed it off in there to number 32, Myra Slash, freshman out of Little Rock. Penalty was against the Weevils. Offsides, 5-yard penalty. It'll remain 1st down. It'll be 1st and 5 now for Ouachita as they mark it inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. And we go under 5 minutes left to play in the contest. Ouachita will have it 1st and 5 from the Weevil 24. They go empty backfield with Walker. Stack the receivers on the right side. Walker forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's at the 20, the 15, lowers his shoulder, and he'll be down there. Coming up to make the stop for the Bull Weevils, Dejon Doss. He led the tackle chart in the first half, makes the stop there. He's a freshman out of Lancaster, California for UAM. They'll mark it down at the 16-yard line. But it was good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10, Ouachita at the Weevil 16. This time they go in the back in the backfield. They still stack trip receivers wide to the left. Put a man in motion. Line him up as a flanker. Quarterback going to keep it himself, rolling left. Now dumps it off in the flat. Complete at the 10 to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Ouachita. Making the catch and the run there is going to be Rajay Daly. Ray G. Daly, wide receiver. The Tigers go up 44-10 with 3:50 to play in the ball game here at Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. 44-10. In UAM on the road next Saturday, we travel to Searcy to take on the Harding Bisons. Jaggers on to attempt the extra point. Snaps down, kicks on its way, and going to be good. 45-10, Ouachita leads it. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM football in just a moment.
Very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your
To 10, Ouachita leads it. They'll kick it off. Collins gets a chance to return one. He'll take it at the 5, bring it back out over the 10, the 15, out close to the 21-yard line. And that's where the Weevils will have it now with 3:43 to play in the ball game. It was 24-7 at the half. Weevils just stalled and couldn't get things into the end zone when they needed to here in this ball game. 1st and 10 for UAM. All right, we're going to see 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 stays in at the quarterback spot. Travell Anderson's going to be your running back. Twin receivers come near side to us. Put one in motion. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 wanting to throw. He's going to dump it out in the flat, complete out to the 20, the 21, on making the catch. His first catch of the afternoon is Sean Reichhall, the freshman out of Little Rock, Arkansas, making the catch. They'll rule it 1-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. Actually, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. It's out at the 21-yard line for the Weevils. Clock running with 3:15 to play. Tigers have been able to put pressure on 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠 this afternoon. Dealt him all kind of fits. Handoff goes right side to Anderson. Anderson's going to carry it out near the 25. It's going to be a gain of 4 on the play. And the Weevils are going to be looking at 3rd down and 6 from their own 25-yard line. Drew Donette will check in at tight end. Strand Smith will come out. Got a couple of other new faces out there at receiver. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 puts Donette in motion. He'll come to the wide side of the field. Line up here is Trips on the near side to us. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍, straight drop, looking, steps up, now forced out of the pocket. Rolling right, throws down the field. It's going to be complete out over the 40 and down at the 42-yard line, making the catch here in the 1st down for the Boll Weevils. How about that? Aaron Granado, a freshman out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Makes the catch, moves the chains. It'll be a 1st down for UAM as we come down to the 2-minute warning here at the end of the 4th quarter. 45-10. UAM trails Ouachita. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with the final 2 minutes and 3 seconds when we return in just a moment.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century. And through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, we put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
45 to 10. Ouachita with the lead. Falk in trouble, is going to be sacked. The ball comes loose, and Ouachita is going to recover. Oh my, the third turnover of the afternoon recorded by the Tigers of Ouachita Baptist. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery now, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at the Weevil 35-yard line. That last time out, UAM took the timeout with 2:03 remaining, so now we're down to the 2-minute warning, which is 1:54 left to go. We're going to keep it right here. And we'll tell you that next Saturday, we're on the road. We travel up to Searcy to take on the Harding Bisons. That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff there from Searcy. We'll be on the air around 1:30 with our pregame show, an interview with Coach Jackson, and then around 1:50 live from the stadium. The next week, Weevils will host Southwestern Oklahoma. That'll be November the 1st. On November the 8th, we travel out to Ada, go to Northwest Oklahoma. And for the final game of the year, we'll be hosting Southern Arkansas here at Convoy Leslie. So that's the remainder of the season coming up. Now then, we'll be getting ready for basketball season. 1st and 10 for Ouachita from the UAM 35-yard line following the turnover. Senior night will be on the 1st of November. Okay. Senior afternoon. All the games are at 2 o'clock the remainder of the season. 1:54 to go. Ouachita is going to go into a victory formation. The Weevils can stop the clock if they choose to. It's 45 to 10. Ouachita with the lead. They're going to go into a victory formation. They'll take the snap and then take the knee. They're going to have to do that a couple of times. As the Tigers are going to improve to 4-3 on the season. UAM will fall to 2-5 here with the loss this afternoon. Again, it was 24-7 at halftime. Ouachita scores 3 times here in the second half. Weevils were able to get a field goal here in the second half after getting into the red zone a couple of times, but unable to punch it in for 7 points. Ouachita going to let the play clock count down. When they snap the football, we'll have about 1:05 left to go in the game. As they get set here in the victory formation and take the snap, and then they'll take the knee. And there they go. Then they'll have to snap it one more time. As we go down to under a minute. And then they'll start the play clock. When they snap the football this time, there should be about 20 seconds left. So this will be the final snap of the ball game. Again, our final score is going to be 45 to 10. Ouachita is going to get the win here this afternoon. They will improve to 4-3 on the season. The Weevils are going to fall to 2-5. And we head to Harding. Came into today's game playing Henderson at 6-0. We'll make the trip up there and take on the Bisons next week on Saturday at 2 o'clock kickoff. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll come back and wrap this one up here from Convoy Leslie Cotton Bowl Stadium. Our final score again, 45 to 10. Ouachita gets the win. We'll be back and wrap it up for you in just a moment.
Monticello, we have one of the lowest tuition rates in the state and 700 scholarships given each semester. Applications for admission and scholarship are free of charge, so there's no reason not to see why UAM is the right choice for you.
Arkansans have trusted the expert surgical teams at Baptist Health for more than a century, and through the years, we've excelled at surgery that puts the patient first. Heart surgery, orthopedic surgery, neurosurgery, breast cancer surgery, and any surgical challenge you face. At Baptist Health, We put all our effort into perfecting one very particular type of surgery. Yours. Baptist Health. For you, for life.
From the very first moments of life, we're there, helping you to build a foundation. With every milestone achieved, we're here to celebrate your success and support what's next. From your first car to your first home, all the way to retirement. Commercial Bank is with you every step of the way. Commercial Bank, your partner through every stage of life.
To 10, the final score here this afternoon. Looking at your stats on the day, Ouachita ended up with 19 first downs, UAM with 20. Rushing yards, Ouachita 44 carries, 44 attempts for 298 yards on the ground. The Weevils 31 for 72. Ouachita went 6 of 11 through the air for 200 yards. And UAM 21 of 37 with 2 interceptions, 223 yards. Total offense, 55 plays for Ouachita, 498 yards on the afternoon. UAM 68 offensive plays, 295 yards. Time of possession, Ouachita had it 26 minutes and 57 seconds. The ball's in, Bo Weevils 33-03. Tigers went 5 of 11 on third down conversions. UAM went 6 of 15. But the big thing was the turnovers, the 3 turnovers on the afternoon, 2 interceptions and a fumble by UAM, which has been their Achilles heel all season long. Individually, let's see, Jalen Sultan will lead the way for UAM. He had 8 carries for 39 yards on the afternoon. Travell Anderson, 4 carries for 19. Isaiah Broadway, 6 carries for 13. And Tavion 12 carries for a net of 7 yards. Of course, he gets credited for all the sacks. Tavion, 21 of 37 passing, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 223 yards on the afternoon. His favorite receiver today was Chasden Collins. He had 5 catches for 80 yards. Strand Smith had 3 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown. Amari Cox with 3 catches for 20 yards, and Josh Scott 2 catches for 18. Defensively, Dejon Doss leads the way. He had 10 total tackles for UAM. You look at Ouachita, their quarterback, Trey Nichols, 142 yards on the afternoon on 8 carries. Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns as well. As long as it was a 66-yard run, then he had another 54-yard run for a touchdown in the first quarter. Chris Henley, 15 carries for 79 yards. Lyric Treadwell, 6 carries for 25, and Jordan Walker, 3 for 18. As Nichols went 5 of 10 for 184 yards and a touchdown through the air. As the Tigers win it here this afternoon, 45-10, our final score. Again, Ouachita improves to 4-3. The Weevils fall to 2-5 on the season. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast here on KHPM 93.7 UAM football. Don't forget, we'll be on the air next Saturday, 1:30 with our pregame, 2 o'clock with a kickoff from Searcy as we take on the Harding Bisons right here on your home of UAM Sports, KHPM 93.7. I'm Jimmy Sledge. Have a great rest of the weekend, and again, stay aware of the weather later on this afternoon and tonight, because they are predicting some severe weather. We invite you to stay tuned right here. We'll keep you updated. Again, have a great weekend, everyone.